Welcome back to Rapperware. Today we are joined with Dan Sheriston.
Yo,
Now, Dan, for the people who don't know who you are, do you mind to introduce yourself?
yeah, I'm a singer-songwriter from Manchester. I'm 17 years old, and yeah, just starting to get into it all and start to get my hands dirty in the music industry and that.
Right now, what is unique about you is that on our channel we mainly interview rappers and stuff, but you're actually the first singer on our channel. How does it feel?
Yeah, man, it feels good. Like I'm just trying to make boy singers more mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Like want it to be more like respected in the fact that rap's more respected than singing.
Yeah. Now, I've been checking your music out and what you do. Now, for me, my perspective is that you post a lot of stuff on your Instagram,
Yeah,
and you do a lot of covers.
yeah,
Now, I just want to know about your inspirations because what you're doing, it really reminds me of someone called Connor Maynard.
yeah, yeah,
Do you
yeah,
remember that name? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, what's your inspiration and like creative
So
process
my
and that?
inspiration is that I write a lot of songs, and my main plan is to this year I've got loads, coming, including music videos and all that. But my inspirations is Ed Sheeran, mainly like up there. I've got pictures of Ed Sheeran. Um, a lot of people like Pop Smoke as well because when I write my ballads, I listen to rap mainly. I listen to Pop Smoke. He's my favorite artist, and I'll listen to one of his songs, and if I catch a bar that's like, means something to me, or like I can interpret it in a different way, I'll write a song about it. Like, and that's why I love rap is because there's so many words involved, that you can take it for what you want to take it as. You know what I'm saying? Um, a lot of like my covers are inspired by people I'll look up on YouTube. I go through people doing covers and I see which one suits me as well, just to try and like give me that exposure I need, what's trending and stuff.
Now, for the people that they might not know this about you, is that you have a single out called Shadows.
Yeah,
Now, if people only came to you through your Instagram, they might have seen it, but that was a long time ago in the Instagram feed. So I
yeah.
want to talk about your creative process in the Shadows song. And did Pop Smoke get any other people that you listened to kind of fed into the lyrics of that?
So what actually fed in Juice World's Lucid Dreams, that was a big, because like of the line, I still see your shadows in my room, that was like, I interpreted that as like my shadows being the only thing that I see, and like the only things that I want to be looking at. I just want to be trapped in my room, after a heartbreak with this girl I had. In my creative process with that, I had a chord progression on the piano. So I wrote that song 3 days after learning my piano, and I got my piano for my 16th birthday. So I taught myself how to play piano, learned a few covers, and then thought I want to write a song on piano. So that's what I did. I literally just threw some chords together and started singing, and yeah, just the lucid dreams just came to my head, and like just interpreted that song just in any way I could.
So you said you started to learn the piano. Was that just from you being bored because of like the lockdown and stuff, or did you learn music in school and stuff?
Nah, so the reason why I got into music, first of all, is Michael Jackson. I'm a dancer as well. And I've won, like, when I was 14, I won British champion in Blackpool Ballroom. But I'm a hip hop dancer. So, like, because he's my inspiration, like, that's the way it went down. Like, I started to sing and write songs. My dad taught me how to play guitar. And my dad's another inspiration. He used to be a Manchester DJ back in the 90s. So, like, yeah, I've just always kind of knew how to sing, and I learned how to play guitar from a young age as well. And piano, I just wanted to add to my repertoire.
Now, in I know you can play the guitar for quite a long time now because I've done some research, and You was actually at the Manchester regional finalist in 2017. Is
Yeah,
that
man.
is that correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
How does it feel being on the stage?
Bro, I love performing. But when I was that young, like it got to me, the pressure got to me in the second performance because it was like it was more like, oh, like this is quite big now. I could go through to the next round, but I didn't quite make it. But at that time, my main thing was like mashups. So for the first performance of that, I was meant to sing um, a mashup of Love Yourself and Photograph. But unfortunately, my voice had dropped. So I had to learn Shape of You in like a day and then go and perform it. But yeah, I love performing. Like that's where also dance comes into it because I love just dancing with my crew and that, and it just feels mint. I love it.
So being on the stage now, I know like some people just sign up for stuff and then they get accepted, but some people have like a really long process just to be up on that stage. What was your story?
My story was so that I knew a few dancers who had gone to do it. Like there's this guy called Sam Wise, and just a few people from my crew. And I thought, I don't want to be a dancer. I want to be a singer. So I thought, just go and give it a try. And yeah, like we all got put in this room. We got sent in with 5 people, and you had a minute and a half to show your talents. So I was actually the last one. And after hearing the others, they were pretty good. Like, so that obviously got me a little bit nervous, and I had to show my talent. And yeah, it looks like I really pushed that forward, and they accepted me.
Now you mainly do music, but you also do dance from what I'm getting. Now with dance, are you trying to progress it into another career or are you just gonna put that aside and focus on music first?
I want to, rather than putting it aside, like, because like I said, I'm doing quite a few music videos, and I've kind of manipulated my style of my writing songs into R&B, which my new song, it should be coming out April. I've got a song coming out before that, but I've got all my dancers and I'm dancing in it. I've got my girlfriend, she's a dancer as well. It's not like putting it to the side. I'd rather, mix them both in together and make it more a career like that. But yeah, dancing will always be in my heart and like will always be a part of me. Like that's how I started out, with dance. So yeah.
So what actually came first in your life? Did you learn how to dance first or did you learn how to like cover songs first?
Yeah, so dancing actually came first. Well, seriously came first because I was dancing from a young age. Like, I started. First of all, I wanted to be a ballet dancer because of a musical called Billy Elliot, which I thought was mint because I saw it in Broadway when I was younger, like 5 years old, and that just made me want to dance. But then I got into hip hop through that because I hated ballet because of, just what comes along with ballet. I hated it. So I got into hip hop, and yeah, like dance came first. But as dance went on, my singing started to get better because I was just singing, whenever I could, picking up my guitar when I was younger. And yeah, so it kind of overlapped each other. So dance started going like that, but then my singing just skyrocketed in talent wise. So yeah.
So you said talent wise. I was gonna ask you that from singing, did you learn how to sing from like singing schools or did it just come out of nowhere?
Nah, it just came from. It's just all natural, really. I had some singing lessons when my voice started to break because I didn't want to lose the control of my voice because a lot of people do. But nah, it's just I've kind of just taught myself everything. Like with guitar, never had guitar lessons, never had piano lessons. It's just kind of something that came to me and was natural.
Now with your music, because there's a similar artist in Leeds right now called Cole. Have you heard of
I
him?
know all this. I've met him.
Well, the thing is, you two have a very like similar talent to say, and I'm just wondering, are you gonna stick to what you're doing right now with like singing, or are you gonna try to like edge it to hip hop and rap because you listen
Yeah.
to it and stuff?
Yeah. So right now, when people ask me like, "What's your style?" That question always boggled me a little bit because I didn't want to put like a genre on myself, if you know what I mean. Because I just like writing. When it comes to writing, if I write a song, then I write a song. But right now, I would actually say, yeah, I'm leaning to more that R&B and soul kind of hip hop kind of vibe, and moving away from the ballads like Lewis Capaldi, Ed Sheeran kind of thing. If you know what I'm saying. But I am trying to push my music towards the hip hop side because that's where all the, the hype's at the minute. Yeah.
And are you able to do that, or because I know that you're managed by someone, so do you have to go to him first and say, "Oh, I want to do this and change my style," and or do you just like do what you want?
Nah, so my manager, he's like really good for it. So he enjoys all the styles I write. So he says, yeah, you do what you want. And if you tell me like what kind of song you are looking to do at the moment, he will try and find me a label that supports that to release a song with, or he will find me an artist to write with. Yeah, like he just supports whatever I do. He's not like the typical manager who literally manages me in what music to write. Yeah.
So I know that your manager is a talent scout for This Is NQ.
Yeah.
And how did he met you and like for you two to agree for him to be a manager?
So like, I had him on Snapchat. My mate had sent me. He had put on Snapchat, wrote some artist who's looking for a label, messaged me. So I messaged him, and he liked what he heard. So we went to the studio. I recorded a song. He sent it to the label, and then that's still like kind of up in the air. I've sent all my demos to them, and that's still kind of. I feel like they're just watching over me at the minute. That they want to hear my demos, but nothing's really came from it. But like him meeting me was good as well, and the reason why I became a manager is because he's working with NQ and he's looking to become a manager in the long run. So I thought, look, we're both learning. I'm not looking to have like anything big or professional, but he is very professional in the way that he works. It's more just learning for us, you know what I mean? Like how to reach an audience and how to make me popular in the music industry.
Yeah, I've seen honestly, it's really good that from the get go that you've got a manager that's with you, because some artists that I've talked to, they've had to like kind of learn from experience, like all of it, and like you said, you don't want like a genre to be placed on you. You kind of want to feel out what you can do and what you like want to do and stuff. So like it's really good, but like so a lot of people don't even know what This Is NQ is and like the whole like company. Because I've researched it and like I've read what they've done and stuff, but I still don't get the concept of it. So can you explain for us, please?
Yeah, so basically so if you know H, he released Straight Rhymes with them, and he's still on them. It's more like a talent agency that helps younger artists that already have like quite a large following just get to that point where they just continue growing. And that's what they did with H, and then obviously he blew up through Straight Rhymes. And then through that, NQ is kind of like a support that helps like smaller brands branch out into bigger things.
So what will be expecting from you from the future then, if you're with that someone of that caliber working for that kind of company?
What you can expect from me? Anything. I can't even put a finger on what I'll be releasing. Like, honestly, I could write a song today and write a song tomorrow, and it could be about two completely different things in two completely different genres. But what I will say, you could definitely expect an R&B song from me, because that is what I'm feeling at the minute.
And with like yeah, an R&B song, and are you like currently thinking about EPs, albums and stuff, or are you just focused on single songs right now?
Yeah, so for me, I'm thinking more going down the singles route, just purely because people are more likely to listen to the song if it's just one. Whereas an EP, because I'm not, I'm not famous, I'm not massive yet. They're not going to listen to my EPs. They're not going to listen to that many songs. If I release one and promote it, more people are going to listen to it. You know what I mean? And it's more exposure for me. Definitely.
So, because like I've a lot of artists, they're trying to like build up a lot of songs on like their hard drive and stuff, build up a lot of songs, then they find some song and put it together into EPs and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you was to make an EP, are you gonna like write the whole thing out and then rearrange it, or are you gonna pick different songs that you've got piled up?
So at the moment, I have an idea for an EP. Despite everything I just said, I always get these creative ideas, and I put them together in my head. Like I wrote a song that's like 50 swing, and then me and my producer have sampled it into an R&B song. So we took samples from the song I wrote and turned it into a R&B tune. And my idea was to release an EP where it's like it's just like a concept where I have a song and then I have the sample of it in the song underneath, and it's completely different genre. And I just feel like that would be dope, because like it's different. I haven't seen anybody do it. I just think it would be sick.
Yeah, like it genuinely sounds like a really unique idea.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from. Now, before you started this whole thing, because I've seen on Instagram that you record your songs most of the time in your room, with your guitar and your mic. So I was just wondering, how did it all start? Did you mix your own songs, or did you record them and then post it?
Yeah, so it started off with me just putting my camera up and just singing and just using the raw audio from the phone. And then over lockdown, obviously, like I bought a DAW, I bought FL Studio. I got my mic, I got my Rode mic and audio interface, MIDI keyboard. So I could start really like doing this stuff like professionally and making it sound good. And yeah, it just keeps on growing. Like the skill set that comes along with recording covers is that you have to make it interesting enough for other people to listen to, and find the songs that everybody would listen to. Like that Bill Chambers song, Just the Two of Us. Everybody loved that. I did that, and everybody loved that. So yeah, it's more about like just finding what people love and enjoy, and then putting what you love and enjoy into the creating of it.
Yeah, when you posted like your first video that you did, how did you expect people to react? Like, was you surprised they genuinely liked it and stuff?
Yeah, so it was actually the MEN bombing. We did a show and we did a fundraiser at Dance for that, and one of the victims came to watch it, and I sang Mercy by Shawn Mendes, and everybody was saying, yeah, go and sing. So I thought, I'll do it. And people recorded me, and I was genuinely surprised by the reaction in the studio. Everybody was clapping and like cheering for me. I was like, yeah, that felt good. Like I was only in year 8, but it gassed me up, and I thought, I could do that. Like I could do that. And yeah, it kind of just started from there, posting on my Instagram. And I've recently just started posting more on my YouTube as well.
From year eight, did I hear that right? That you
Yeah,
started.
I started posting from year 8. Yeah.
Oh, I started posting it from year eight. I can imagine. Did you get some people from an early age they start doing music and like when you first start you're not your best.
No.
Everyone can agree to that. So
Yeah.
did you get like a lot of hate from the people that you know is in your school and stuff?
Yeah, so I still get it now. Like, people are so immature and like they just, when they grow up, like, what are they going to be? That's all I think. Like, I posted a video of me doing like a duet on TikTok with Ed Sheeran, and I put on my Instagram, sent people like, yo, go like my recent whatever, just to promote it a little bit. And I got like just this one guy um, shouted like, call me a faggot, basically. Um, like being homophobic and everything, like just scream. But it wasn't just him. Like, he was at a party with loads of his mates, and they just screamed it down the phone at me. I was just thought, it doesn't affect me. It just makes me think like, you know what? Like, what is the point? You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
from
when
back in year 8, when people start to get, start to grow up a little bit more, they think that they're all the bee's knees and that. And yeah, I got loads of it. I got called everything, like as a singer would. And you're a boy, you're gonna get called names, but you just can't let it phase you.
Yeah, I totally get where you come from, especially with TikTok. Because doing TikToks, like, even I wouldn't do it. So, like, for you to
Yeah,
do a TikTok and to share it, I personally, for me, I think it's like quite a bold and brave thing to do.
yeah,
Because it's so easy for people to go on TikTok and make like anonymous accounts,
yeah.
and change their name to like numbers and scribbles and stuff, and like, oh, this guy, yeah, then say that. So, but I was talking to another artist in the previous interview not long ago called S Elegance.
Oh yeah.
Now, yeah, have you seen the video by the way? If you haven't, it's perfectly fine.
No, no. What video?
Well, he said that like people, there's different ways you can deal with hate, but the way he deals with it is that when people say, "Oh, you're doing too much, you this and that," he kind of redirects the question, saying, "Oh, well, I'm doing my thing. What are you doing?"
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. That's perfect. Like, that's exactly what I think. Like, these guys that, even them guys that shouted that down the phone at me, I was like, bro, you're literally out celebrating failure. You know what I mean? Like, whilst I was inside grinding, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm working on myself and my craft, and they're out getting drunk. Like, like, I'm working hard so I can celebrate in the future. They're celebrating failure. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I think of it. Yeah, I agree with that. I
Yeah.
agree with him as well. So,
There's an old saying, like I said this to a lot of my friends. I've got a friend right now who's a artist, a very upcoming artist in Leeds, and I've got some friends that are just starting or something. And the one thing that applies for them all is that when I said this, they all realised it, but they haven't actually given it a thought. Is that if you struggle now, it's better because then later on in the years you'll be relaxed. You know
exactly.
what I mean? But if you relax now, then later on in the years it would be the hardest struggle you've ever like
Yeah,
faced.
exactly.
So how? So I just want to hear from your perspective. Like, how did you eventually deal with like the hate and kind of block it out, or are you still like going through that process?
Nah, so I've always been good at blocking hate, because the reason also, as much as I want to do the singing thing for myself, I want to do it for like my family, and my brother has Down syndrome. So in my head, I always think like, I want to look after my brother one day. He's 22 and he's always going to be living at home. I want to take him out of my mum and dad's hands when I grow up. And I got a lot of people making like disrespectful comments about Joe at school. Like, I've always had that kind of hatred towards me. Um, but I kind of learned how to deal with it all because of that fact. Like, I never cared what anybody else thought about me or about my family. Like, I never cared. So yeah, I'd say like the main thing that helped me deal with it all and get over it is the fact that I've been dealing with it since year 7. You know what I mean? When people start to take the mick.
Wow. Well, from then you've come a very, very long way.
Yeah,
Like I've seen in your music, your craft. I've listened to like, your single Shadows and the lyrics in it, and what you just said, all that it all ties in together. If you know what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah,
Like in a way, when I listened to Shadows, I genuinely thought, oh, it's he's just making a song, but he's expressing his feelings,
yeah,
but not to this extent that I can like kind of get from you.
yeah. No,
So are you like a very very like emotional person when you're writing music, or do you kind of leave that stuff out?
yeah, man. Like I am quite emotional. Like a lot of my songs have such much like my songwriting's gotten better since Shadows. I can't lie, like it has. But like when if I'm blasting out a song, like if I'm starting to write, I just sing what comes to my head, and that makes me tear up in itself. Like a lot of songwriters will be able to agree. Like when you're writing an emotional song, it makes you tear up. And I am an emotional person when I'm writing songs. I'm an emotional person all the time. Like yeah, it's always been. I've always been emotional, but that just helps me write songs.
Yeah, what you're saying is I totally get it, because like what I can give you is something I would advise, to say the least, is that when you get those feelings that, wow, like I do the same thing, like you know when you're like walking next to a bridge and you thought, oh, let me just jump off, let me just
yeah,
like that, yeah, why not,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And then yeah, and sometimes we listen to songs, you hear like you can listen to the entire song, vibe to it, then you hear one lyric, it's like, oh yeah, this happened in the past and stuff. It's
mm,
better for you not to let your mind wander and get deeper into it, but kind of use that to like get a song out of it.
definitely.
It's like, because some people really like it and some people have it. Like, it's like instant inspiration.
Yeah,
There's someone that I know that was doing a feature with a friend of mine, and the song was called Calamari, right?
yeah,
And the lyrics was it. Oh, the lyrics is good. You know, his chorus is good. I thought, how did he think of this song called Calamari? Like, who thinks of that? And this is a real story. He goes, I was watching a cooking show, right? A Gordon Ramsay cooking show, and it said calamari, right? And then straight away he goes, oh, calamari, and the entire song was based on that.
yeah.
So
It's mental. It's mental.
yeah, yeah. So like, I just thinking, have you tried that method that I'm talking about, or do you just like learn from it now?
Like nah, I write a song about. I was sat on a train and um I heard something about like um time goes by when just by someone who sits like behind me, and like someone was talking and said yeah, but time will go by, and I thought yeah, that's a lyric. And then I sat down and I wrote on the train some lyrics, got back home, wrote a song in about 15 minutes. This is my song that will be coming out end of this month, called Always Been You. Um, and I got back, wrote it in 15 minutes, produced it in 3 hours on a Friday night. I was thinking, yeah, like the best songs come to you when you're not even thinking, like that, like Calamari, like swear down, it just comes to you, and you just think, how did I do that? Like the day after, I was trying to write another song, and I was like, how did I just write a song for 15, like in 15 minutes, and now I can't even write one in a full day. But it just like, yeah, it's mental how songs just come to you like that. I love it though. I love it.
Yeah, like I've like before this whole interview, I was doing music videos back in Leeds,
Yeah,
and there was my friend came to me, goes, "Oh, let's do this. Can you shoot this video for me?" I thought, "Yeah, perfect. That's perfectly fine." I heard the song, and then I shot the video, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, do you know I wrote that this morning?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Yeah, I wrote in 10 minutes, and then I called you to film the video, and then I filmed the video." And he goes, "Oh yeah, I just wrote this song, you know." I was like, "What, really?" And
yeah.
it's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." So, but honestly, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Dan.
Yeah,
It's
thank you
like,
so
you
much
know, it's
for having me on.
yeah, yeah. So it's pretty eye-opening, to say the least, from your perspective and your music as well.
Yeah.
Now we are coming to the end, so if you want to plug yourself, you can do it now.
Yeah, man. So my Instagram is Dan Sheriston with two N's, and my YouTube channel is Dan Sheriston Music. Yeah, just hit me a follow, and yeah, I'll if you want to send me a message, I'll happily talk to you. If anyone's struggling as well in lockdown, happy to talk to anyone. I'm always open in my DMs, so there we go.
Well, thank you so much. I've been your host, Pond, and this was Rap Away.